Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Schoolhouse Delivery. Before we start, I'd like to apologize if you can hear the rain from outside. I can't really control the weather, so yeah, too bad. This was released onto DVD on July 10 of 2012, and that's it. This was also put out again by Universal, I assume in probably 2014 or so. But I don't know. I don't have the version. Mine is the original. And the original did come, if we remember from Engine Friends, we looked at that Blue Mountain Mystery Hide and Peep thing. This also came with that. Mine doesn't have that because I got this secondhand, and I would be very surprised if it actually had that. Anyways, let's get started here. So, we have actually a pretty cool logo here. I really like how, for lack of a better word, schooly it looks. School-like, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, we got the nice Schoolhouse Delivery logo with the apple there. Thomas Friends logo. Excuse me. I'll move my mic a little bit closer. Thomas and Diesel outside the school. Thomas's angle is way different than Diesel's. That's jarring. This poster seems kind of crammed to me. I don't know. I can't really focus on anything. Let me look over here. We have that woman in the purple dress. She doesn't usually have, like, long hair. Like, her hair is usually up in a ponytail. I don't know why it's down, but I don't know. We also have some kids there. And then there's some apples down here. On track for Schoolhouse fun. And I guess, there's only one episode that has to do with the school, but whatever. It's not a great poster, if I'm going to be honest. It's very convoluted. Excuse me. On the side here, hit logo, Thomas and Friends, Schoolhouse Delivery. Thomas, it's not directly taken from the front. You can see the sky in the back, which is kind of cool that they changed that. It looks like he's in this, like he's flying. It's kind of funny. Lionsgate. In the back here, there's your logo once more. There's all that. That's a familiar font. It looks like a font that we've had before, but I don't know. It looks like maybe Dinos and Discoveries? I don't know. I don't really care. There is the description. Bonus features, again, an apple. That's very stereotypical because teachers don't really eat apples that much or don't have apples just sitting on their desks, so it's not offensive, but it's just kind of stereotypical of teachers. The Mighty Magnet Game, Guess Who puzzles and fun and activities with Driver Perkins. Thomas and Charlie, that's taken from Happy Hero. I don't know why Charlie is on here because he has 2 lines in the Hero episode, but whatever. There's the Brendam Docks building, and then there's some trees there. Interesting. I kind of like this back. It's a bit better than the front, but not by much. Yeah. There's all that stuff there. And then here is the disc. We have a green... Oh, that's just that apple. Okay. So we've got a green apple now and some red ones. Oh, it's a mixture. I didn't even notice this. It's a mixture of green and red apples. Okay. Wow, they're really out of scale. Look how tiny they are compared to Diesel. Like right here, they look decently in scale, but when you look at it like this, oh, that's weird. Yeah. Sorry if you hear dirt bikes, I apologize. And then it's in another eco case. I don't think it's came with a slipcover. If it did, that's cool, but I've never seen one. Wow, it's raining outside and they're riding dirt bikes? Okay. So, what episodes do we have? We have Diesel's Special Delivery, Bean, Percy, Henry's Health and Safety, and Happy Hero. Yeah, these episodes are pretty bad. Diesel's Special Delivery, at most, it's a very pretty... Well, I wouldn't say it's pretty. I really like the lighting and the animation. It really feels like rain. And I like that a lot. They nailed that down perfectly, but the writing is horrible. Everybody complains about Misty Island Rescue being racist towards Diesel. James is completely racist towards Diesel here, and no one talks about this. So in the beginning of the episode, Diesel goes to Maithway Station and sees James talking with some children. And I believe he also has the pigs with him there. And Diesel's like, why don't I have a special job? I never get to carry piglets. And James literally says to his face, that's because you're a Diesel. That is so rude. It's so mean. That's like saying, why can't I do this job? It's because you're black and you can't do that. That's so mean and hurtful and offensive. I would be, that's like brutally racist right there. Like Misty Island Rescue, you can interpret that however you want, but this is just straight up racism. So I think we need to cancel Thomas and Friends for that. Being Percy, Percy's kind of an idiot. He's not as idiotic as he was in the animal episode, but he's still, he gets very repetitive. He's like, I'm Percy and do what I want, not what I'm told. Like, that whole rhyme gets so old. Henry's health and safety. I should also say in Being Percy, there's an interesting crash. Funnily enough, I believe in this whole era, we probably get around 10 crashes. If you add up all the movies and all the seasons, you probably get 10 crashes. Maybe not even that. And you can't even, it's really hard to say what's a crash and what's not. But yeah, there's an interesting crash in this one. Gordon crashes through the buffers, and it's kind of cool. It's not great. And then Henry's health and safety. I think out of all the characters that got butchered in this era, Henry's the one they messed up the most. He does not feel like classic Henry, and that really annoys me. Why did Henry have to get Rocky to move a flatbed from one track to another? That is ridiculous. Yeah, it's just a very, very dumb episode. And also, how did Toby fall off the track? He's just... I don't have an example. We'll just take... No, we won't. But Toby's just going along, and then there's a set of points, and he somehow comes off the track. I don't know how that happens, but that is absolutely hilarious. Then Happy Hero, it could have been really cool, honestly, and I think this is probably one of the better Nitrogen era episodes. I'm not saying it's good or anything, but it's kind of interesting taking Hero to Misty Island, even though I don't know how he fits on this I don't know how he goes on the Shake Bridge without it collapsing, but who cares? And of course, we gotta see the stupid Logging Locos again, who nobody likes, but they could have totally done a Misty Island Rescue episode, or a Misty Island episode, and not show the Logging Locos. I believe, don't quote me, I believe they do that in the episode with Rheneas and Toby. I could be wrong, but no, they're in that. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure there's one episode in season 14, 15, or 16 that takes place on Misty Island, and the Logging Locos aren't on it. Again, I'm not sure, but I vaguely remember that. Happy Hero, it's not that bad. I'm always a sucker for Hero. Hero's a great character. But this episode is just kind of okay. It's not great. I'd say it is probably one of the better ones, though. But Thomas is still oblivious to everything Hero says. So let's reorder these episodes here before we talk about one final thing. So let's just put these on chronological order. So we have Henry's health and safety, Diesel's special delivery. Is that what it's called? Oh, Diesel's special delivery. Okay. And then Being Percy and Happy Hero. We just gotta change around the first 3 episodes, but that's not really a huge deal. Another thing I want to mention. The game on here is the Mighty Magnet game, and that involves Butch. In the season 15 episode Stuck on You, Butch gets a magnet, which honestly is... I like Butch having a face and all, but that episode is really garbage. We'll talk about that in a couple episodes, but... I don't know why this game is on here, because that directly correlates with the episode Stuck on You, so why isn't that on Sticky Situations? The game on Sticky Situations, I think, should have been on here. That game being Miff Pash Bosh, the greatest Thomas and Friends DVD game of all time. Heck, probably the best Thomas and Friends game, period. It's actually really fun. I've played it actually quite a few times ever since I've had Oh no, it's on Spills and Thrills as well. Or yeah, that's what it's called. And it's a really fun game. It's just like bowling, and I love that. So I think these games should have swapped just to make a little more sense. But other than that, not a whole lot we need to change about this release. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing too crazy. It's a very, very standard release. I'm not going to say forgettable because I do have somewhat memorable memories of watching this as a kid. Not many, though. I do like the Mr. Well, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not a huge fan of the Mr. Perkins segment. How does he keep hitting his freaking, what's it called? His freaking painting. He keeps knocking over the easel every single time. It's literally like a 3 strikes formula, and then he's out. Like I said earlier, Mr. Perkins is a very charming character, and it's a very charming segment, but sometimes he acts like a real idiot, and he especially acts like one here. Like, how does he not know that he's crashing into that? Like, he should just be more careful. After he learned in that one episode we had to clean up the common room, he should have known to be more careful. Oh well, though, I don't rate the episodes. Or segments or whatever, I don't care. But yep, that's really all for Schoolhouse Delivery. We'll just briefly talk about how I got this so I can extend this out even longer. I believe I got this at a thrift store. I'm pretty sure I got it maybe with a Curious Cargo. I don't remember, though. I'm pretty sure I got this just on its own, though. That was probably a year ago. I don't know. Some of these DVDs I've had for a really long time. There have been some that I got within the last, 2 months. There are some that I've had since I was a kid, and then there's some that I've had since probably 2020, 2021. But yeah, I don't even remember where I got any of these Miller era CGI DVDs because they're just not memorable. I think that's a test to what makes this era so bad. It's not memorable. And I watched this on Netflix as a kid. You think I should remember this, right? But I don't. It's just not memorable. Oh well, though. Next week, though, or I shouldn't say next week. I keep saying that. My God. On Saturday, we are looking at. It's an okay. Oh, I still want to say one thing. Sorry, I keep cutting myself off. I've mentioned this with Curious Cargo, but this is 2012 when this is coming out, and season 14 is just finished, or it just started coming out in a DVD in 2010. We are pretty much 2 years from the first season 14 DVD, and we're not even going to be finished with the season until Sticky Situations, I believe. And there's even one episode from season 14 that never made it onto DVD, that being James in the Dark. Don't worry though, because I have a plan for that. So yeah, next week we're looking at Very Thomas Christmas. On Saturday, we're taking a look at A Very Thomas Christmas. It's not that great. But I think there are some elements of it that are better than these other releases. This is the first season 16 release, and season 16 is still a horrible season, but there are very few things that are better than these 3 seasons. So I will see you all then. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.